The game was created by Leo Nave, and this is his Patreon page. And it was first posted at 95 Zone in March 8, 2021. The game history. The basic premise is your main character wakes up from a 4-year coma. He is completely lost, at first, of course, but then his tutor, named Felicity, talks with you at the hospital and explains a little bit about your current situation. Then she presents you her adopted daughter, Miss Short, and she kinda hates you, but since you lost your memory, you have no idea why. Little by little, they explain that you live with them and she's your best friend. They send you home, and not long after, you are sent to a special school to be updated about everything that happened while you were in a coma, and just maybe have your memory back. The game passes at the year 2065, and they explain that in the year 2022, a great war and a pandemic took a lot of the power from the government, and big corporations gain a lot of power. And they use that to influence people, cities, countries, etc. The world right now is a dystopia. That's the story of the game without giving you any kind of spoiler. Gameplay. By the most part, is a visual novel, but Leonave introduced elements of sandbox, and by the way he made it, it's probably gonna expand it in the next updates. Art style and graphics. The game is visually good. It isn't the best by any means, but it's good. You can see the gameplay right now and judge by yourself. Now I will be talking about the negative points of the game. The sandbox part of the game is a joke. Right now there is basically nothing to do. You can counter my argument by saying give him some time, he's working on that, the next update will be better. And maybe you're right, but right now isn't good. The worst combination that you can have when you're making a sandbox is make the player waste his time and have nothing to do. And right now, he's doing both. Now I will be talking about the positive points of the game. I usually don't like histories that have people that lost memories. One of the reasons is because the author just throw up expository dialogue in your face. And at the moment that you know it, you understand what a expository dialogue is, it's really hard not to see it when it happens, you know? And I kind of hate that about people that lost their memories, when they make a story about that. But Leonave is really good author because he's barely throw ups in me. And you know what? I just love that. The history is good, the pacing is also good, the characters are fun and interesting. Playing this game was a blast. Now I will be making some special mentions. They are not necessarily positive or negative, but I think they are important for you to know before you play the game. The first one is, I'm not sure if what I'm about to say is a negative point. For me, isn't. But since the game is new, there isn't much content yet. I finished in 4 hours, I guess maybe 5. In case this is a turn off for you, you just have to wait for some updates. The second point that I'm about to make is the game has some heavy stuff. You know, like the thing that Bill Cosby loves to do, the rhymes with grape. But the game make very explicit which choice can make that happen. So if you don't like, you can just skip the content. The third point that I would like to talk about, without spoiling for story reasons, there will be a lot of Futanari content. If you don't like, you can just skip it. The games makes more sense if you treat Felicity as your mother and Miss Short as your sister. Patreon have a rule against incest in poor games, so a lot of the time creators of games of this type, they just calls your family by other names just to pass this rule. When I play video games, I usually have four rating systems. The first one is play right now. The second one is give it a shot, you may like it. The third one is I like it, but you won't. The fourth one is no thanks. Right now, this game is a solid. Give it a shot, you may like it. And if you're still here, thanks for your time. I really appreciate you here watching my review. And my journey to lose my thick English accent and review porn games start today.